Welcome to World Unit Inc.'s 5-Minute Leadership Dialogue. Take a listen. See how you might answer the questions. You might discover you have the mind and heart of a leader. Good morning, Don. Thank you so much for being with us. Don, as you know, 50 mayors across the nation have declared racism a public health crisis. What are two qualities you believe, as an executive at a global company like Walmart, that you need to develop to overcome racism?
Thank you, Sarah, for having me. I truly admire your efforts and your work. To me, the empathy and the humilities are two critical leadership qualities. I believe in overcoming racism and leading in the times of a crisis. They are the emotional foundation of today's leadership. Psychology describes empathy as ability to recognize, understand, and to share the thoughts and the feelings of others. And developing empathy is vital for establishing the trust-based relationships and behaving compassionately. And empathy occurs in three stages. First, the cognitive empathy, listening and understanding others, who they are, where they come from, and what they experience and going through. And then the second, emotional empathy, is engaging with and sharing the emotion of others. Do I know how they feel? And the third, compassionate empathy, is taking action to support others and make a difference in building a the level playing field, right? And facing the racial justice, leaders with empathy believe we're all in it together. And we must think of others. And another critical leadership quality is humility. That pivots on the low self preoccupations. It refers to self-awareness and the respecting the individuals with dignity and the valuing others' strength and contributions and the seeking out for new ideas and feedbacks. There's no better time to practice humility than in the middle of the crisis.
There is this quality called unconscious biases that we all have. All human beings have it. So what are you doing, whether daily, weekly, to overcome unconscious biases?
And our unconscious bias training focuses on learning the neuroscience behind the blind spots in unconscious bias. And it also learning how to mitigate bias during our decision-making processes. Research indicates that there's no or very little evidence supporting the effectiveness of bias training in improving diversity and inclusion. Now, so we spend even more time to revisit our policies, processes, and the procedures to ensure they are objective, fair, bias-free, and inclusive.
So let me ask you, as an Asian who obviously experienced bias and discrimination, what quality did you have to cultivate within yourself to overcome the assumptions or biases people made about you?
I practice a few techniques to deal with the situations. Step one, self-awareness. And it helped me get touch with my psychological and the physiological needs, knowing who I am and what I stand for and what I want. And step two, be open-minded and be willing to listen to the other side of the story and validate their experiences, understand what they do and how they think and feel. Step three, speak out and speak up. Face reality head on and stand my ground by expressing my perspective and my point of view. The last step is control what I can.
Thank you so much for your time. We wish you and your company good health, prosperity in 2021, and continued success with all of the initiatives you have around diversity and inclusion.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to a leader. Hope you'll join us next month and help us create a world that values the common humanity we all share.